Oftentimes, the issues of homelessness is thrown under the bus. People don't like to talk about it. It makes them uncomfortable. Do you think that the general population should be educated on homelessness, specifically homeless prevention here in California?
Absolutely. I think it's actually something we should start training young children in elementary school to understand. And many of them are going through the process of being homeless with their parents. And they understand that aspect of it, but they don't understand how or why many times people become homeless. In Los Angeles and in most metropolitan areas, people are 90 days away, 90 days away from being homeless. When you think about the fact if they lose a job, if they have a health challenge, if their credit because of employment, loss of employment or health, it affects their credit. So now you can't get an apartment because you have a credit problem. Or through transitions in a relationship that will also impact a person becoming homeless. And so you might have enough money for the first 14 to 30 days, but 90 days come very, very quickly. And then that's when people have to realize, I am homeless, I need help. Many people will realize it within the 90-day period, but more people, often than not, do not realize it for about a year or two. And by that time, it's considered chronically homeless. We understand that if you're providing the service, but the person going through the trauma and trying to survive are not connecting that I am chronically homeless, or these particular tragedies led to me being homeless. And it can happen to anyone at any time in most cases. You have many people that started off with a lucrative amount of savings, but if you're ill over a period of time, it can impact you and you become homeless because you no longer can pay your mortgage and or you're tapped out for the residence that you live in if you live in an apartment and you've been there. Also, many people are homeless because of gentrification. They lived in an apartment for a number of years and now because of gentrification and or transitions throughout the city, they no longer can afford the rent for where they were living. And they're used to living in a particular neighborhood, a particular lifestyle, but we're talking about major life transition. That's very, very difficult for any individual who's been self-reliant to understand that, and who has always taken care of themselves, that now I'm in the position where I have to ask for help. Asking is difficult when you have been self-reliant.